Get ready, MP.
Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations of these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff member. Don't miss a single game this season. See the ticket booth for more information before you leave today to get your spring Lakers ticket.
We hope to see you again. So visit us online or on the ticket booth for availability of any future tickets.
And the players going through their game preparation, making sure they're fully warmed up for the tip. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And in just a moment, we'll hear from our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. And you look at their injuries, down a starter and a reserve. Shuffles up their lineup a bit.
2 injuries, one of their stars out, but it's all about how you respond to the adversity.
Now the Lakers starting group. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reed. Hachimura is the 4 with Ayton playing the 5. And it's James in at the 3 spot. And for the Trailblazers, in at the guard spots, Lillard and Sharp. Avdia out there with MP. And it's Kamare in at the small forward position. RJ, already this season we have seen some upsets.
Yeah, early games, you often see some surprising outcomes. Lower-ranked teams defeats a contender. It creates a little bit of a buzz.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Pass touched by MP. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
The Lakers with the ball. Reeves the pass to Doncic. Down low. Here's Ayton. And he banks in the layup. Ayton's got the opening field goal of the game for the Lakers.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
Sharp on the wing. Back to Lillard. 6 to shoot. To Kamare. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
Talk about a guy who never gives up. MP showing great effort.
And here is Doncic. And the rejection by MP. And stolen by LeBron. To the middle. Stolen by Avdia. MP with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Nobody near Lillard. Hands it from downtown.
A downright lethal 3-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Greg, when you talk about the all-time great three-point shooters, Damian Lillard is right up there.
Without a doubt. Steph is the clear #1, but that second spot is up for debate. And it's between guys like Harden, Ray Allen, and Dame.
Now, here's Sharp after LeBron James's miss. And the foul on Rui Hachimura. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Avdia can't hit.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Back to Doncic. driving to the basket. Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
I wouldn't want to be that rhythm. Goodness, Ayton knows how to attack something with force.
Pass to Sharp. Now, here's MP. Three-pointer. Well shot off that time. Now, Doncic. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And so, MP will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers, fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserve.
For a number of reasons, depth seems to become more important every year.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, we saw a transformation with Luka over the summer as he committed himself to getting in the best shape of his life. And a much leaner Luka started showing up in late July, shortly after he recruited Marcus Smart to the Lakers. No doubt about it, guys. Luka has something to prove this season in a big way.
You got it, making the commitment. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Cadet comes in for 8, and Smart subbed in for Austin Reed. Here's MP, and MP throws it down.
Oh, man, I love to see that. MP elevating.
So it's the Lakers now. They trail by 1. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
You know, I don't like to use the word shock, but that was a shocking result for me. Nobody saw that one coming. To lose to that team was surprising enough, but to get blown out like that,
I think they just got caught completely by surprise, and they never managed to fully recover.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
that's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Robert Williams comes in for Avdia. And it's Grant in for Tamani Kamara. And then for Los Angeles, Maxi Kleba comes in for Rui Hachimura. And Jake LaRavia is subbed in for LeBron. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. The Lakers are trying to maximize what LeBron James has left in the tank. Coach J.J. Redick said, when you get to coach one of the greatest players ever, you take a lot of joy and pride and excitement in that. And it's my job to help him in these last few innings of his career. Kevin, back to you.
A rare opportunity indeed. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Yep, it counts. MP's got 6 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now, here's Kleba. Pass to Doncic. Outside, Smart. Shot clock at 6. Here's Kleba, and the layup falls.
The great point guards keep their eyes up on the court. Young players should watch how Smart goes about this man's business.
Lillard scanning the floor. Sharp, and then Sharp with the dunk.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Now, here's Doncic. For the 3. That one, no good. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we'll be back with you shortly. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first. Entirely new group here for Portland. MP's checked in for Klingon. Avdia comes in for Robert Williams. Tamani Kamara, he's checked in for Grant. And Lillard subbed in for Henderson. Avdia out there with Tamani Kamara. Then it's MP. Then it's Holiday. And it's Lillard in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
He anticipated it, and he trusted it. MP said, not in my house.
Looking at the last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to Miami.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Some of it was solid shooting from their opponent, but they didn't have any teeth with their defense. Need to be more active than they were.
Count it, good. And that's 10 points for MP.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
To the inside, out to Doncic. Shot to stop the run. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Well, you often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
Makes good on the step-back jumper. Lillard's got 8 points.
Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Aiden Sharp checked in for Drew Holiday. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, MP.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
From deep, Reeves. Avdia with the rebound. Avdia's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And MP is one of those guys you just love watching because he plays with such confidence, hunger, and a smile.
The Trailblazers shooting their 2nd and 3rd shots at the line right here.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
The first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. GA, despite their youth, this Blazers team showing some grit at the defensive end of the court.
Yeah, very disruptive. Length on the perimeter. Donovan Clingan towering in the paint. And Chauncey Billups on the sidelines preaching that hard-nosed approach.
Hachimura, the pass to Ayton. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And it's 6 points for DeAndre Ayton.
That is a strong move by Ayton. He is merciless in there.
MP against Ayton. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. MP left side. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Lakers trail by 17. Hachimura finds Doncic. Off target from outside. On the wing, MP. And yes, it's good. MP's got 14. MP has been leading the charge for the Trailblazers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right back after this break.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the Portland Trail Blazers. So, fellas, what other types of lopsided contests does this remind you of?
May 19th is like me versus Kenny in a dunk contest.
Or May 20th, Shaq versus me in a foul shooting contest.
Or either of you versus me in a staying on topic contest?
Oh, good one, Ernie.
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Portland Trail Blazers.
When you shoot it efficiently, the probability of winning goes way up. It also saves you wasted energy.
Yeah, sometimes teams try hard, but they're disorganized. Not these guys.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
And you can bet that that's had an effect the rest of the way. Guys won't be trying to take him one-on-one because he alters just as many shots as he blocks.
And on the floor for J.J. Redick as we get into the second half. Reeves in its shooting guard. James is the small forward. Hachimura is the 4 with Ayton playing the 5. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. Just 5 to shoot. Here's MP. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 19-point game. Hachimura kicks to Ayton. And the rejection by MP. Pass to Avdia. Inside and stolen by Ayton. Hachimura with it. Now Avdia defending. The rebound by Sharp.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you. Success hasn't changed Austin Reeves' underdog mentality. He said it doesn't shift at all. There's a good majority of people that probably still don't think that I'm that good. It's a common theme for my life. What pushed me to get here are the people who doubted me. I always have to keep that in mind. Guys?
Keeps that chip on his shoulder. Thanks a lot, Allie. At the elbow, it's MP. No good off the back of the rim.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
And it's Ayton missing.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Tries again, and MP with the layup. MP's got 16 points.
A much-needed bucket after clinking their first 4 shots.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
A moment to check out Luka Doncic here. He's coming off an excellent season. Last season, put up about 28 points per, 7 assists and 8 rebounds. And you look at his huge role in their offense, a major contributor as far as putting up points.
He's just a natural scorer and someone this offense leans on to help shoulder the load and lead the charge. It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Pass to Sharp. Ayton against MP. Avdia with a screen for MP. Fires for 3. It's good from long range. And the Trailblazers lead by 19.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's gonna put his foot on the pedal. Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Sharp, the pass to MP. Driving the lane, and he makes good on the layup. And that's now 18 points for MP.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
There's 1:59 left to play in the third. Reeves outside. Outside, James. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by MP. MP's still doing it at this age. Richard, remarkable stuff for LeBron James.
I wasn't sure the day would ever come that we'd actually see him playing on the NBA court with his son, Bron. Back when I was playing with LeBron, it seemed like a bit of a dream.
Good D by LeBron.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Lakers passing it around. Oh, Ayton in position. A shot missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Here's LeBron, and it's good for two.
Vintage LeBron there, owning the lane. I mean, who's going to stop that?
Outside, Avdia. And here's MP for three. Traps in the tray. MP's got 9 points in the quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
James outside. Clock at 6. Pass to Ayton. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. MP outside. Good if it goes. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Portland finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll return shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
And from a team perspective, having your off-guard grip on passes like that, it's awesome. It shows you have guys willing to give up the rock.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Damian Lillard out there with Holiday. Then it's Williams. Then there's Klingon, and it's Grant in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's Reeves. Excellent D there from Holiday.
Well, they've been...
Trailblazers. MP comes in for Donovan Klingon. And Henderson subbed in for Lillard. Doncic is checked in for the Lakers. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Doncic with a screen on Williams. LaRavia with it. And here's Doncic from the arc. Kleba kicks to Doncic. Puts up a three. Connect. No good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure he'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And Grant's such a versatile player. It can do a little bit of everything, including setting up his teammates.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
No one saw it coming off a finals appearance. Luka Doncic, Richard, traded to the Lakers.
I mean, we're talking about a 5-time first-team All-NBA player who was traded at just 25 years old. I've never seen it happen before. Expect Luka to have a big chip on his shoulder for the next few seasons.
And the first one drops. So, RJ, one of the stories for the Lakers last season were the strides that Austin Reeves took as a player.
Reeves increased his scoring averages, going from about 16 points a game to over 20. He is a steady source of offense, and I don't think there's any argument that he is one of the best bargains in this league.
Los Angeles making a switch here. DeAndre Ayton's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Hachimura comes in for Jake LaRavia. LeBron's checked in for Connect. And it's Austin Reeves in for Marcus Smart. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
It's because he's reading where the shots are going and getting to the right position, just outworking everyone early on the glass.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
And he stays with it. MP against Ayton. MP's shot is good.
And the benefit to MP being able to make that shot is it often leaves the defense at his mercy. Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Trailblazers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor.
2 minutes.
Grant kicks to Williams.
2 minutes.
Holiday against Doncic. Shot clock at 5. That one drops for him.
This is what Holiday wants. A high percentage look at the hoop.
Doncic passes to Ayton. Now Reeves. The three from LeBron knocks down the three ball.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
MP outside. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. And Portland again with the bucket.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Trailblazers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
And what effort he had on the boards, displaying some great fight, willing to battle down low.
First free throw is good. You know, Greg, being a two-way player got Jeremy Grant into the NBA. But now he's grown even more.
Yeah, early on in his career, he was often the primary defender on elite scorers. Then he added scoring to his game in Detroit, becoming an effective two-way player.
He doesn't get the second one.
And the combination of athleticism and defense Grant brings is superb. A guy who you can depend on to compete.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Here's LeBron. Ayton in the corner. From beyond the arc. Rebound by the Trailblazers. There's 37 seconds left to play in the final quarter. MP looking around. Grant on the wing. Portland again missing. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
In the paint, LeBron James is capable of running right over the defender. That is athletic.
Outside Holiday. The three from MP. No good. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Now, let's send it over to Dominic Hamill.
Prolific play per usual from MP in leading his side to victory. Your efforts stood out in more than one area. That means something to you, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. One of my first rivals, a kid in high school, bro, like, he was the first really great scorer I ever played against. He was 10 times the scorer I was then, not now. But he didn't do anything else. I used him as an inspiration. I never wanted someone to watch me thinking. That's it.
I don't think anyone is, MP.
Of course.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thanks, Dom. And that'll do it, folks. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. We'll see you next time